British scientists gathered in London to watch the world's largest scientific experiment. They were here to see the LHC, the world's largest, most powerful particle accelerator, being switched on at CERN, the European Particle Laboratory near Geneva in Switzerland. The experiment aims to recreate conditions similar to the Big Bang particle collision.
There's many things that could happen. We could, for example, understand where the matter in the universe is, why that matter is only made, well, why it's matter and not antimatter. We could might find out something about black holes, we might find out something about extra dimensions. The list is endless.
The LHC is 100 metres below ground and 27 kilometres long. Around it there are 1,000 cylindrical magnets that steer a beam of protons in opposite directions close to the speed of light, which are eventually smashed together.
We're colliding beams of particles together, and what we expect to happen is that we create new particles in those collisions, and those new particles could well be particles that we've never seen before in any other experiment, and will tell us a lot about how the universe was first created and how it evolved.
The LHC is a voyage into the unknown. It's tremendously exciting.
Britain is one of the biggest contributors to the £5 billion project, and its involvement and contribution is supported by the UK government.
The leadership and the contribution that's come from this country is actually towards the creation of an extraordinary international and genuinely international project of a sort of which we have far too few in the international institutions and collaborations that are this successful in the world today, and that's really what we should be most proud of.
There were cheers from scientists in CERN and in London as the LHC completed its first circuit.
I mean, on a project this scale there are a lot of milestones, but what we've seen today is the fact that the whole of this 27-kilometre tunnel of superconducting magnets and all kinds of stuff works as a single machine for the first time. So we saw protons in every bit of it all the way around. It went all the way around under the Jura, came back to exactly where they expected to see it. So the LHC became a single operating machine today, really. I mean, we've got a lot more to do. This is the beginning, not the end. But that's the real breakthrough today.
And having achieved this success, current conventional scientific theory may well be turned on its head.
So things like the Higgs, which is the thing that is the origin of mass, that could be hiding in a pretty unobvious bit of this terrain. We'll get it in the end, but it may take 2 or 3 years. If it's in a really difficult place, it may take a year. We don't know. What we want to do is this machine gives us access to this whole new territory of physics that tells us about how the universe was evolved from the Big Bang and all this kind of stuff. And we're going to spend the next, to be honest, it's 2 decades. You'll see me through my career probably doing new physics with this thing, because we just don't know what's out there, and this is really the thing giving us the access to that area.
For the scientists, this could lead to a major breakthrough, as the LHC has created the conditions of a Big Bang and further experiments. These will not only start answering questions, but lead to more questions about the universe and how it came about.